Hello everyone, my name is Bree and welcome to Document a Journey. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a lovely unboxing of a journal charm. I also have some Happymail and then I'll kind of tell you what I'm going to be using it for. But I also wanted to talk to you a little bit about Inktober. I am doing Inktober. I will share with you some of what I'm doing, but for the most part, I'm doing little mini updates on my Patreon. So if that's something that you're interested, you can always go over there and sign up for the Mo video, the more video tier. But at the moment, I'm just using ballpoint pen. I'm using this ink, which is a sepia permanent ink and by Platinum. And then I'm using this Alpha Stillman and Burn. I also would like to do something larger and a larger spread in here, which is another Stillman and Burn, but this one is the Delta series. So it has cream paper and I just thought it would be fun to try it out. I did share with my patrons a whole list of prompts, lists. You know what I'm talking about. I shared with them which ones that I would be pulling from, and we're kind of doing it all together, which is really fun. It's good to have some camaraderie and that type of, support in this community. So thank you to my lovely patrons. But yeah, so that's what's happening over here. Oh, I forgot to mention that the other thing that's in this video is some people ask me what my cork feels like. For those of you that actually do have a Document a Journey cork cover, I would love for you to explain what you think it feels like in the comments below, because I have a really hard time doing this and you'll hear all about it in the video. But I do explain the difference between the new color, so that the goldenrod, and the difference between all the other colors. Anyway, if you're interested, just keep watching. I have some things to share and some confessions. Okay, so let's start with this first. So I saw these adorable little ghosts from Leanne at Creatively Free to Be Me. There's 3 different little kinds that you can get. So, and if you order the pack, you get 2 of each. I thought this would be perfect for documenting in my family's notebooks. If you don't remember, and I don't talk about this very often, but I do have hobonichis for each person in my life, in my family. So this is my daughter's. I'm reaching for them right now. This is my son's, and this is my husband's. I share these with you at the beginning of the year, but these have lasted me for, I want to say 3 years already. I don't write in them every day. They are not something that I put a lot of pressure on myself. It's just whenever I want to. So I thought it'd be really cute to use these for Halloween when I do a Halloween spread in their notebook. And then of course for me, and I really liked these. So thank you, Leanne. They are so cute, and I think that the kids will love them when they are looking through their notebooks. They'll think that they are really cute and cool because they're holographic. And then with the order that I got, she also gave me a little free sampler, which is really, really sweet. I love these bats. I've heard, who did I hear talk about these? Heather. She talked about these. And anyway, I'm lucky. I got some on here, and then we got some fall leaves and pumpkins and words and all sorts of cool things. So I'm really excited for this. I can use these while journaling too, or possibly in my planner, which we'll get into. But thank you, Leanne. Again, I love these. I'm excited. The next thing that I want to talk about, this will be the elephant in the room right over here. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about is, this is an A5 and it is a Lloydstrom, and I'm almost finished with it. This is kind of like my junk notebook. Like, I just kind of throw anything and everything in the pages here. So I always like to have one of these on hand just so I can get some things down onto paper, I guess. And the cover that I have is Honey on Honey. I have a cork. I have a wood bead from Summer Wind. And then I have this charm on the edge. This was from Superior Labor. There it is. And I just sewed it on there like they would on their leather. I did it on my cork, and I think it looks really good. And I like this cover a lot. This was my first A5 cover that I made myself, and I've been using it for a really, really long time. So I thought, since I'm starting a new notebook soon, I could also have a new cover. Are you seeing a theme here? And Heather started this. She's the one that made me make one of these notebooks for her, and I really appreciate that because it's my favorite style at the moment. I love wheat. I'm gonna just show you some things. I love wheat. It's my favorite cork. And this is my actual journal. And I like having the pop of color on the pocket or something on the pocket. Plus, I utilize the pockets. So this is going to be my new one. And I'm excited because it's going to look very similar to this one because of this little charm right here. So this, and I don't know, I haven't talked about it in a video, but this is from Poppy Stitch. Her name is Jen. She is an amazing embroidery artist over on Instagram. I can leave all her details in the description below. But, aw, thanks, Jen. I'm really excited for this because it is a biggin'. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. Holy moly. I feel like these are just like way too beautiful, and that I probably shouldn't be putting, oh my gosh, look at me. I'm just being a savage. I shouldn't be putting them on my journal because they're works of art in themselves. I mean, my goodness. Okay, so this is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Okay, concentrate. She makes journal charms like this, or like this one right here. She also makes rings, necklaces, bookmarks. I mean, holy moly, she makes them, and they are stunning. Oh my goodness, this is just so dainty on my notebook. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. This that I haven't, sorry about that. This that I have in here is a Hobonichi, but blank notebook. I am gonna put this on here. If you hear breathing, it's my children. They have decided that they're coming in here and going to try and be as quiet as they can. Right? Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. Okay. So now we have giggles. Be quiet. You told me you were going to be quiet. Okay. So I have these. I don't know what they're called, to be honest, but they work really well. Get your fingers out of my drawer. No. So I can stick these through the loop. I can bend them over. I'm sure you've seen these before. And then you can poke them through your hole and get it through and then tie the knot. Here we go. All right. She just started making journal charms. It's because Fee on Instagram, if you don't know Fee, I will leave her information in the description as well. She is the one that kind of introduced Jen and her Poppy Stitch website to me. And I am so grateful because this is absolutely stunning. And it just adds, oh, of course. It just adds a little something to your notebook that, you wouldn't necessarily, let's see if I can actually do this. You wouldn't necessarily always have on your notebook. So, oh man, that's gorgeous. Thank you so much, Jen. This is so pretty. Okay, now we'll shove this guy over here so you can see him the whole time. And we'll talk about this. Yeah, you gave that to me.
I made this.
You did. You gave. Oh, you're taking it back. Okay. I'll show you. She gave me this and she'd like it back. So she's going to take it back.
Other way.
Oh, it's other way? Well, they've seen these before. Okay, so this. Yes, this is a Hobonichi Weeks. This is actually my old Hobonichi Weeks 2019. I pulled this out because I'm giving it a go with planning again. It's not the correct dates, obviously, but I am seeing if this works better for my business. When I put everything together in my bullet journal, that's what I was using for homeschool and for my website, it was getting lost. My website information, things that I needed to do for work, they were just getting lost. And so I had this, and I didn't want to have 2 bullet journals where I'm drawing everything out all the time. So I tried this for homeschooling, and it did not work. It was too small. It just wasn't enough. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to try it for planning for work and life, my life, personal planning. And it's working so far. I did buy a little monthly kit to put over October, because obviously I can't use this right now. And I just figured if I put it over October and redid the calendar but kept the squares, then I could maybe utilize it. It was super cheap on sale, so I can share with you if I enjoy the kits or not. And then if this works out, then I might be purchasing one for 2022. And that's kind of where I'm at with this. I made myself a cover because that's what you do. And I really like it so far. I did want to go over some of the feels of the corks. I have gotten questions about that. And so I just want to go over a few things with you since I have you. I'm not going to pull all of them out, but I do have some scraps of a few. My goodness. So feminine. I love it. Okay. So I do have some scraps of a few. And I have a hard time explaining what they really feel like. So if you own a Documented Journey cork cover, I would love to hear some adjectives that you would use when explaining what it feels like. Wheat is my favorite, and wheat is my favorite for one reason and two reasons. I love neutral colors. Neutral I do not get sick of, whereas say like a color I would. So that's the first one. But the ultimate reason is because of how it feels. The wheat has I don't want to say texture to it, because that's not what it is. It's still soft, it's still smooth, but it has this grit of velvet feel. Like it's a little bit more, I don't know. I want to say gritty, but when I say gritty, I don't want that to come off wrong. So then it makes me want to say velvet, but honestly, you don't feel like little individual velvet furry, don't think like, I don't know, velvet, like red velvet type situation. This is very subdued velvet. It just has a really soft velvety touch. Oh man, I need help. So for those of you that actually own them, please help me. The rest of them have a very soft feel to them. They're slick, they're soft. Even though you see these indentions or markings, you don't really feel them. They don't feel rough. They are soft in their own right. Same with on the wheat. You don't feel them as much on the wheat, whereas on the colored ones you do. I think the reason why they feel different is because you're applying a dye or some kind of color, like the process that it takes to get them to this color. I think that's where the feel or the grippiness like tends to turn into more like a smooth matte finish. So all these, I think I would classify these together. So all these, I'm talking about the branch, the berry, the avocado, the shade, any other color I have besides these two, all have this soft feeling. The marks aren't like pits. They don't feel scratchy or anything like that. It's not the same feeling, but it's still very soft, more like more like a matte finish sticker kind of feel. I don't know if that explains it. These, however, are different. They still have that soft matte finish sticker type feel, but they have both of the natural and the dark markings, and so you just feel them more. It's not a rougher texture. They are just more defined, if that makes sense. Same with here. You have the dark marks, and then you also have these light marks that don't have any dark, and those are just deeper. They're not rough. It's still that matte feel, but you can just feel more of the spots, if that helps. I know someone asked me what the goldenrod cork feels like. I would say it feels very similar to the honey, and they're all soft. But if I had to rank them from, perfectly soft and the best feeling thing in the world to soft, this is how it would go. I don't know how to explain it other than, like I said, you can feel more of the markings in these, and then you can feel them less in here, and then you don't feel them really at all here, and this has like that velvet texture. So I hope this helps. Again, if you are someone that owns one of these covers, I would love to hear your thoughts on how to explain how it feels, because I do get that question a lot. Also, if the holdup with purchasing one of my covers is the fact that you just don't know how it's going to feel, message me, email me at documentedjourney.brie@gmail.com. It's a long one, I understand, but I will have it linked in the description box for you. But email me there and we can work something out. I send samples out to people through snail mail, and I don't mind doing that for you as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that, seeing the unboxing and seeing some stickers from Leanne was really fun. Jen is such an amazing embroidery artist. I just love her things, her creations. They're like little works of art in a little bitty bead, so it's amazing. And then obviously, if you have any help for me with adjectives and describing what the cork feels like, I would love your input in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see ya.